Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that there's a new battle partner set coming out that's going to feature a lot of really cool cards and featuring a lot of interesting trainers. Iono, Hob, and they seem to be getting a lot of really powerful cards. Now, I haven't talked about the ones that have been shown in the past, but today they showed one that I definitely could not pass up on talking about, especially when it has such a powerful and broken combo. Now, I know we are all super worried about post-rotation, and even though it's still a little bit early to talk about that in my opinion, since there's still new cards that need to be revealed from this very same set, I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to talk about this new banette card. This new banette card seems incredibly overpowered in my opinion. For a single energy, its Cursing Words attack reads your opponent chooses 3 cards from their hand and shuffles them into their deck. Now, it doesn't do any damage, it only has 90 HP, so you may be wondering, well, what's so broken about it, Pablo? Well, realistically, it doesn't seem too broken, but when you combine it with Xerosic Machinations, which forces your opponent to discard cards from their hand until they have 3 cards left, and then you combine that with a Cursing Words attack to leave them with a 0 card hand, I think this just became the new control deck that we can look forward to in the future. Now, imagine all the situations where you've been in top deck mode. The cards in your hand are just not great and you're sitting there waiting to get a good card off the top. Well, now Banette forces you to do that. Playing with a 0 card hand, unless you have a Pidgeotty X in play already established, you're really gonna struggle to do anything, right? Of course, we build our decks while finding a balance between utility and consistency, but your opponent having the possibility to put you into a 0 card hand just feels extremely powerful. Now, in the past we had something similar to this. There was a combination of red card plus delinquent, which actually got banned in expanded because of how powerful it was. Now, it was very easy to hit unsuspecting players with a well-timed delinquent plus a red card in order to limit their options, or even players who forgot that delinquent existed, and it was something you generally had to play around in certain eras of the game. But we haven't had something so oppressive until now. And now just picture this. Your opponent takes away your whole hand with Banette plus Xerosic, and then they switch out into Banette EX and start using the item locking attack. So now, not only are you dead drawing and you're in top deck mode, but you also cannot play any item cards. You top deck a Puffin, you can't play it to get basic Pokemon. You top deck Trekking Shoes, you can't see the next 2 cards. You top deck a Pokegear, it doesn't help you at all. The only cards that would help you would be either the Pokemon you need, having already an established threat, that would be the best answer, or top decking a raw supporter. But if this happens early, you still have 30 plus cards in your deck, its odds are against you. And then if they combine that Banette X, right, the item lock attack only does 30 damage, it's not that much. But if they add the poison package, for example, of Brute Bonnet, the Binding Mochi, and the Perilous Jungle for the stadium, then all of a sudden they're doing so much extra damage, and that item lock starts really adding up. They can probably start 2-hit KOing a lot of your Pokemon, and that's gonna be an issue. And then to top it off, they could possibly even play Monkey Dory with the Adrena Brain ability. Attach a Darkness there, since they're gonna have all the time in the world, because you have no hand, right? You have no cards in your hand most of the time, or you have very few and you're under item lock, and then whatever poison damage that stacks up on the Banette X from the Brute Bonnet just gets sent your way. So they even have damage manipulation, and all of these combo pieces are available in the post-rotation format, so there's no hiding from this. I wonder if there's gonna be a new support Pokemon that's gonna help us battle this, right? Some sort of Oranguru, right? We used to have this Oranguru that you could draw until you had 3 cards in your hand. Maybe Mew EX, of course we have that restart ability. Maybe Mew EX will have to be played in every single deck just to combat this Banette, or maybe it'll just be an archetype that is limited to its use and you can catch people off guard, but anyone that's including and benching their Mew EX early on are just completely protected from this, and you're gonna be fine, right? Maybe I'm over exaggerating, or am I, right? I generally think putting your opponent to a 0 card hand and then item locking them is extremely powerful, and also even a turn 1 item lock You can play Salvatore, you can play the banette, right? You can get those pieces to just item lock your opponent. That's also another pretty cool thing and powerful effect to have. Of course, we have the body, which does the item lock as well, but its damage is pitiful and it's also very frail. But banette is not as frail as body, and therefore having that item lock possibility could be powerful as well. And with Salvatore, you could actually get that going on your first turn, especially combined with the Bell item card, which allows you to get that going on your first turn, even if you're going second. So there's many pieces and many things you can do with the fact that both banettes evolve from the same shop it. Even the basic shop it can be a nuisance by making sure that you have a chance at a 50-50 to item lock your opponent, even if you don't get to evolve onto banette on turn 1. So I'm really scared of what this combination of banettes will mean for the future of our post-rotation format. I mean, of course, we've always had all sorts of control decks. They're always deemed annoying to play against. I know a lot of you have played against Snorlax, I'm sure many of you have played against Pidgeot Control, and all those games are down to the wire. They're very tight, they're very difficult to play against, and for good reason, right? A lot of the times, either you have to make every resource count, or they take away your resources, and Banette plus Erosic combination is the ultimate way to take away your opponent's resources and leave them with literally nothing. So the new battle partner set looks amazing. It's gonna have so many powerful cards. We have the Hop cards, we have the Iono cards, we know we're getting N-based cards, especially the Zoroark, which is already confirmed with the magical trade ability, which was so powerful a few years back. So this set is looking to be one of the best sets in the history of the game, I want to say. We still don't know all the cards, but the ones we already know of are so powerful, whether they are partner Pokemon or whether they are the standalone Pokemon such as this Banette. This deck is looking to be an amazing set, and who knows, yeah, maybe this will completely break the game and we'll need an early ban. Probably not. This hasn't happened in a very long time. I can't remember the last time a card was banned because it was so powerful in standard format. Cards are just designed with a standard format in mind and they rotate naturally, right? But as soon as I saw this, shuffle away 3 cards from your opponents, and then you think about Zerosic, it seems a little too powerful to me. But I would love to know what you think. Do you think this combo is as powerful as I'm thinking, or will it just be a gimmick and it will not be played because it's the stage 1, because if you have a Mew EX on your bench, you're protected? What do you think? I would love to know. I would love to have your opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. If you want to support the channel, you can use code tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. ¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyperbeam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay.